Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories. As always, I'm your host Chris Jack. Today, a very exciting pair of dunks. It's just released. It's the collaboration with Yoon Ahn from Ambush and of course Nike on the Dunk High. Without further ado, let's check them out. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, Ambush is a Japanese clothing brand or fashion label which is created by Yoon Ahn, who is obviously the creative director and designer for Ambush. I've actually been lucky enough to go to their store in Tokyo itself and get some of their items, including this t-shirt as well. And really big fan of the brand itself. And when it comes to collaborations on shoes, there's definitely been a lot of hype around anything with the Ambush wordmark on, whether that be through Converse or Nike or whatever collaboration she's doing. She's definitely in the top tier of creators when it comes to collaborating partners that we've seen of late, like the Virgils of the world, the Dior's. And speaking of Dior, I think she was actually in charge of all the jewelry design as part of Kim Jones's collection with Dior that he's been doing the last couple of years. So she's incredibly involved in the fashion space, not even with her own brand, but collaborating on other brands as well. Now this particular shoe dropped just recently, last week in fact, for 3,099 Rand 95. It did drop at Shelf Life via live raffle only. I think that was the only place we could get that here locally in South Africa. They did, however, also have them on the Sneakers app, but don't know anyone that managed to get those. Kind of going to be saying that a lot, I feel, with sneakers. However, I managed to get my hands on a pair. I happily paid a resale for them, unfortunately, as it did not get a win on the raffle. But nonetheless, super stoked that I did because it's just such an incredible shoe. But nonetheless, super happy to have this one in the collection. It's an absolutely iconic silhouette that is being the Dunk High. However, the proportions on this particular pair have been reimagined to closely follow on from inspiration drawn from Japanese truck, bike and car culture. Now I'm going to start underneath with the outsole of the shoe. As always, just the standard Dunk High outsole over here, done in a tonal white with the Nike swoosh branding here in the midfoot. And then flipping into the midsole, it's beautiful, just plain clean white. And then the upper, of course, does have the color blocking of black as well. It's a very soft black from a coloration point of view, but also from the materials used on this, it just honestly feels a little bit more premium than what you would usually get on other dunks. And I don't know what that is, but it's just incredibly soft. It's got a little bit of tumbled texture to it, and you can definitely see that on the medial side here, where that tumbled texture really shows through just underneath that swoosh. From a lacing perspective, they've gone with a slightly more premium touch to that. They've included flat black waxy laces over here, which in my opinion always just kind of upgrades the shoe a little bit as something a little bit more premium. Towards the top of the tongue here, you've got the Ambush and Nike swoosh co-branding on that tongue label, and the exterior of the tongue is all done in a white tumbled leather. And then towards the top of the tongue over here, you've got the exposed, rather deconstructed look that has been so popular, and at least its resurgence in a whole bunch of different shoes lately. And then I just want to get to the swoosh of the shoe on both sides of this. This basically draws its inspiration directly from the tailpipes of a bike. What I've seen from interviews with her on the designing of the shoe, she really wanted to try and make this shoe look like it was continuously in motion, and that really comes through with the swoosh as they really come off the back and the heel section of the shoe as well. So from behind, you've actually got these two little spikes that come out there. It just, for me, looks really unique on this particular pair. While we're in the heel section of the shoe, you do have this stepped off section over here where the leather basically extends further off the shoe. So if you look at it just sort of straight on like that, you'll see there is a bit of depth in there as well. So it just kind of gives this different motion shape to the shoe there as well. Just underneath that, you've got the Ambush word mark, and this is done in a rubberized kind of plastic, if you call it that. It really stands off the shoe, but it's also kept tonal in black, so it's not too like in your face. Overall, just making it a super clean silhouette on foot. Taking a look inside, the sock liner of the shoe here is done in that sort of satin nylon material. It's a lot of padding around the heel section or the collar section of the shoe as well, so very comfortable around your ankle. And then just pulling out the insoles for you, another beautiful co-branded moment here with the Ambush and Nike swoosh done on this very light sort of limey green insole, standard general insole that you would normally get with the Dunk. Overall speaking, under feet, these are absolutely insanely comfortable. Putting them on for the first time, very, very pleasantly surprised by just how comfortable they are. Definitely super soft all the way around your foot. From a sizing perspective, I would definitely suggest going with your true to size or your standard Nike Dunk high size. For me, that is my true to size UK 9 and they fit me absolutely perfectly. And as mentioned again, super comfortable all round. And then just to show you the box, you do have co-branding on this Nike pull-out black box over here. So you've got Ambush logos on both sides of it, and then the Nike swoosh logo done in that spot varnish on top. Then the pull-out itself also includes a bit of wax paper here with the co-branding on it. So if you guys can see that there, you've got the Ambush and the swoosh logo, which is just step and repeat all throughout the paper of the shoes. Now, if you guys do want to get yourself on a pair of these, unfortunately, you're going to have to look to the resale market. There weren't a lot of pairs here in South Africa locally, so you probably might have to even look at importing a pair from places like StockX or Goat. If you haven't used any of those before, you haven't imported anything to South Africa before, make sure to watch my video here on the YouTube channel under the vlog section called The Real Cost of Importing Sneakers to South Africa. It'll really help you understand the process on StockX and what the fees of customs duties and all of that are going to cost. But that said, you might still be able to pick up a pair locally. Make sure you follow Story.Cape Town, which is a brand new store that we've just opened here in Cape Town. The online store will be live very shortly, if not already by the time you're watching this. And you never know, as we are a consignment marketplace, we might have a few of these pairs available down the line. But that's pretty much it for my review of the Nike Dunk High collaboration with Ambush and Yoon Ahn. I hope you guys have found it helpful or enjoyable. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe right here for more content like this down the line. But that's all from me for today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.